My plan for today is to stay in bed, actually, because there is a weather change going on. We have quite high humidity and it's supposed to cool down in the next days. It's this weird time in between where a lot of thunderstorms happen and my body doesn't like that. So I decided to get all of the things that I want to work on into my bed and not leave it for a few hours, so my body gets a bit of a break from moving around. Because yesterday I was so dizzy while doing some minor activities in my apartment that I thought it would be better to stay in bed and do some things in here. But I made myself a little lemonade with the wild raspberries I picked a few days ago. I also put some lemon basil in here and it's just absolutely delicious. I have my knitting project here. I just joined underneath the armholes yesterday and it's looking very good so far. I already tried it on and it's very good. The fit is great, I think. And I'm going to continue working on this. I also have my embroidery project with me and maybe I can finish it today. At least I can finish the shapes. I don't know if I would be able to do all of the outlines that I have planned, but I really want to work on this as well. And then I've also been drawing a lot over these past days and I started to do some little sketches of some plant parts that I think are interesting in shape or in structure. And I thrifted a book about wild plants in Europe a few months ago or even years, I don't know. And there are really nice illustrations of all kinds of plant parts, like just a flower or just one leaf or the seeds. They are usually also very interesting and I decided to do some studies on that. So I did these little drawings of different parts of plants. Like this is some kind of seed pod of some mustard plant, I think. And yeah, it's really fun doing it. And then I also started in my sketchbook with different colors of fine liners. I really like sketching with fine liners. And I thought I could also do these kind of studies with insects because I love bugs. They are great. And I found this kind of old book at my parents' place. Snakes, that also would be very cool to draw. Or some birds. I just remembered something while skipping through this. This morning we found the paw of a rabbit in our garden. Like just one single paw attached to a bit of leg. It was kind of disgusting. The easiest explanation would be just to assume that it's a fox who hunted down this rabbit, which is in itself a bit sad, but that's just how nature is. And I don't know why, but dragged it across the village and left some parts of it somewhere. And we got one of the feet, one of the little paws, I don't know. But that also reminded me, there is a rumor going around in the village that we now have gold shekels. Shekels? Don't know how to say that. Because they are spreading in some parts of Europe and some people are claiming that they have seen some. And I just skipped through this book and these are the ones that I'm talking about. And they look like this. I think they look a bit in between of a fox and a wolf. We also have a few wolves in this area. Like, I don't think there were sightings exactly where I live, but just in the general area. We also had a wolf family, but sadly I think someone shot one of them illegally and one was run over by a car. So I don't know what the current state of the wolf population here is, but we do have some apparently. And now we probably also have jackals, gold jackals. Jackals. I also need to research something about my bees because we need to make a plan on what to do when in the year. I have enough to spend my time with while I also rest my body.
And the reason for that is that each of our partners are working to store their native flora to protect it. And some of the seeds are banked in the country of origin. And then a safety duplicate of that collection is sent to us for storage here.
Vivre en communauté, et il faut faire toutes ces missions ensemble. Il faut tout le temps nettoyer, enlever ce qui n'est pas à sa place.
I'm going to stop the time that it takes me purling one row in contrast to knitting one row. So I'm going to start with the purl row. I have my phone here and let's go. I'm not trying to knit faster than I'm usually knitting, purling the same. I'm just curious to see what's the difference there. So 624 if you round it up. So now I'm doing the knit row and I'm also going to time it, and I'm also going to count the stitches as I go because I don't know how many there are, and then I could potentially do some math to figure out my pace. That would be interesting as well. So let's go. So 342 for the knit row, which is way faster. This isn't a surprise to me, but it's interesting. And there are 200 stitches in this cardigan. So I really don't know how to do the math now, but I will figure it out. So for my knitting, I am knitting 54 stitches per minute. And for my purling, I'm knitting 31 stitches per minute. So I don't really know what to do with these numbers, but now I have them. So yeah, I'm going to take a nap now. I'm way too tired. found these 3 men's shirts in the thrift store, and they're exactly my color palette. There's this one in red. These are just classic cut men's shirts, so they will be oversized on me, but all of them are 100% cotton. This is the same one as the red one in this chartreuse color that I like. This one is a tiny bit different. It has a different color, and yeah, but very nice. I was actually looking for more t-shirts because I do have 2 that I wear, and I wanted to have more like just random classic t-shirts that I can just wear with some shorts and be comfortable in summer. So these were nice finds. And then I also got these vintage shoelaces. They are brown and 3 different types. I thought these could be handy, and they were 20 cents. And then just for fun, I picked up a CD of the Bangles, because this is very fitting to my collection of 80s and 90s music on CD, and I've listened to this and it's just fun, very fun music, so that's nice. And then something that my mom found and just showed me because she thought it was funny. It's a squid, like a stuffed animal. Because every time we go to IKEA, I complain about this yellow stuffed squid that they have, because I think it's so cool, but I don't like yellow and I don't want to have something yellow in my apartment. So when she saw this, she got it for me. It was €1, so I think this is so cool. This is such a funny little stuffed animal to have. I would also love to find some bugs as stuffed animals. But so far I have this one, and I have a hedgehog and a donkey. So these 3 will live together after I washed it. This is getting a bit of a bath now.